What is up, YouTube? This is TheSicGamer, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a rock base in Rust. So, I accidentally built my rock base and did the whole tutorial, and I actually wasn't recording, so I was just recording the audio. So, I'm just going to show you guys the rock base I built. I will build another one, but it's probably going to be a shelter just because it's going to take a while to build these parts. I probably have enough wood to do it, but it will take a little bit. So I'm going to explain rock bases for 38 seconds, and then we'll go and get those supplies. So basically, rock bases, you can't tell right now, but you can see little parts of the rock. But basically, I am inside of a rock right now. And rock bases are really useful because obviously you can't see, or people can't see you, and you can see them and shoot them from inside your base. So that's one really useful thing about this glitch. You're really secure. This is a great place to put like shelters and stuff. So the first thing you're gonna need, obviously, as you can see, is a sleeping bag and the supplies to build your base. So I'm gonna run back to my house real quick. This is an abandoned server I was playing on. It went down really quickly. I mean, it was wiped about 3 days ago, and it had about 50 people on, and now it has nobody. So yeah, I have plenty of wood to actually make it, but I'm just gonna make a shelter real quick because it's gonna take a lot less time to make. So where's our wooden shelter at? I think it's up here somewhere. Wooden shelter, there we go. Alright, so you can't do this with a bed. Don't even try. You'll see why later, but I think most of you have probably already figured it out. You are going to need to actually be able to pick up that sleeping bag if you put it down in the wrong spot. So if you do it with a bed, chances are it's just not going to work great for you. You can technically do it with a bed, but it's just not going to work great. So now it's dark and I need a torch. That sucks. Okay, so let's find another rock. I think I know another rock that we can use. But basically, with the rocks, you want to pick one that has, it's not flat like this one. You want to pick one that has a little thing like this that hangs over and you can kind of get underneath. So this one will probably work. Is it tall enough? Yes, it's tall enough for a shelter. So let's go ahead and get out our sleeping bag. And this will be great for seeing the sleeping bag. So you'll know when the sleeping bag's inside because it will completely disappear, and then when you click, it will go away. So it didn't go away when I clicked. It went away that time. So we know it's inside there somewhere. So now I just want to get right up next to the rock and suicide. And there we go. Now I just spawn out of camp, and hopefully it will spawn me at the right camp. Yep, it did. So now I'm inside of this rock, and this is great. This is, I didn't even know this, but apparently if you hold a torch you can see exactly where the rock is. So that's really useful. I'm gonna be completely honest, I had no idea that was even a thing until just now. So there you go, a cool tip that I didn't even know existed. So using this outline, I'm gonna place down my shelter. You want to make sure it's not sticking out because other players can damage if it's a shelter, or they can just get inside the rock and raid your base like any normal base. So the point behind building a rock base is you don't want anyone to know where it is. So I can't place that there. Are you serious? How about there? Okay, let's get up here on the edge. Oh no, let's go on this edge of the base. Okay, now we'll put it down right there and slap the door on, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you build a rock base. Come on, door. I don't know why the doors have looked so glitchy lately. I know they're making a new version of Rust, but I thought they left the old version pretty much the way it was. I guess not, but that's pretty much it, guys. So now you can pick up your sleeping bag, throw it inside, and as you can see, I cannot see this base at all. You will have to be careful though, because it can stick out a little bit if you're not careful. But that's pretty much it, guys. There are some rocks in the world that are actually tall enough for you to put a 2-story base, or maybe even a 3-story if you get lucky, and that would be great. Great sniping spot, because as you could see, you could see out when you're in there, so that's really useful. I guess the last thing I want to say is you're gonna need to be careful building a rock base, because most servers don't tolerate that very well. So if you build a rock base, you're not going to want anyone to know where it is. And if you are discovered with your rock base, if someone mentions it in chat, you're going to want to log off the server immediately so that the admin can't teleport to you. Even if the person knows exactly where your rock base is and shows the admin, there's no way for them to prove that it's you that's there on the ground. So you're going to want to do that. If the admin does teleport to you while you're in your rock base, play it cool. Just pretend like it's any normal base, because they can't see the rock until they're outside of it, or they can see the shadow of it, but they can't see the majority of the rock until they're outside of it. So if you play it cool, chances are the admin won't notice anything, and most of the time the admins won't run off, they'll just teleport somewhere else. So unless you know they're specifically teleporting to you because of that, you can just do that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching.